Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Machakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and is sincere. Shalom to the hopeful elect out there that's listening, that's learning, and or teaching. Shalom to you all. All right, so it looks like Trump is trying to bribe Putin. Okay, you know this World War III that everyone's talking about that's getting ready to happen. Okay, you know, and really it's already started. It just hasn't gone nuclear yet. Okay, but basically, man, okay, this is gonna happen because the word of the Lord will not go out void, man. Okay, Trump thinks that he's gonna be able to buy his way out of this, because America, that's what they pride themselves in is the power of their currency. Okay, and their riches, man. Okay, but the scriptures say riches do not save you in the day of wrath. Okay, when the Lord's judgment hits, it's gonna hit, man, and the sins of America stack up to heaven, man. All right, America's long overdue for judgment, and Yahweh Shema Shai, like he says in the scriptures, will destroy this place, man. Okay. But yeah, it says Trump to offer Putin minerals for peace. U.S. president will propose money-making opportunities to encourage Russia to end the Ukraine war. Okay, those of you that gone into it, okay, the Russia-Ukraine war is really U.S. versus Russia, okay, because the U.S. really wants Ukraine so they can, have an easy way to get in the back door of Russia, okay, and Putin does not feel safe with Ukraine joining NATO, man. So, to him, that place is a threat unless he takes it over. Okay, because, basically, man, it's the West and Russia. Those are the two biggest superpowers. And Russia, and really it's all through the spirit, man, because the scriptures tell us what's going to happen. Okay, these are both Edomite nations. Okay, but the difference is Russia is not a part of the beast. Russia's just on its own. They got their own different allies. And then America is together with most of these so-called white nations. Okay. But Russia's together with these so-called Arab nations, right? So-called Africans, so-called Chinese. Okay. There's China and North Korea, which are all superpowers in their own right, man. Okay, but the scriptures tell us what's going to happen, man. All right, let's get into this article real quick and we'll get some precepts. It says Donald Trump is preparing to offer Vladimir Putin access to rare earth minerals to incentivize him to end the war in Ukraine. And that's really all we need to see, man. All right, and I was going to go into this, but we don't have to do all that. All right, through the spirit, this headline is really all we need. All right. And let's see. Because they did say that Trump and Putin are about to meet. So, this is basically what they're going to talk about is like, look, yeah, we'll give you the ability to make money, this, that, and the third, man. But Russia doesn't want money. Russia wants to beat America's ass, man. Russia wants to be the superpower. It says Trump to offer Putin access to Alaska's natural resources in exchange for ending the war. Okay. The U.S. President Donald Trump is planning to propose a series of economic incentives during his meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin on 15th of August, including access to Alaska's natural resources and a partial lifting of sanctions on Russia's aircraft industry in exchange for ending the war against Ukraine. And it says the Telegraph reported that among the proposals Trump may present to Putin in Anchorage are granting Russia access to Alaska's natural resources, lifting some sanctions on Russia's aircraft industry, and giving Putin access to rare earth minerals in Ukrainian territories currently under Russian occupation. You see? It says the U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is working on preparations for these economic concessions. He is exploring the possibility of creating new mining ventures in cooperation with Russia to speed up the development of Ukrainian deposits. It is believed that Ukraine holds 10% of the world's lithium reserves and used in battery production. Two of the largest lithium deposits are in areas controlled by Russia, and Putin has laid claim to the valuable minerals extracted there. There are a range of incentives in which a potential mineral rare earth deal could be won. A source familiar with the proposals told The Telegraph. So, as you can see, all right, Trump is offering a bribe or, gold and silver. In the ancient world, that's what they used. U.S. currency used to be backed by that. Okay, but now it's just fiat dollars. Okay, but what they're really offering him here is, ways to make a lot of money. Okay, minerals, gold, silver, lithium, these valuable resources that are in that big chunk of land called Alaska, man. Okay, but there's not going to be any peace between America and Russia, man. Because this is what the scriptures say. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You see, the Medes in this modern time represents the Russians, man, because if you look at an ancient map, that was their territory. You had the Media-Persian Empire, okay, and Media was where Russia is today. All right, so this is biblical prophecy, man, because Russia, the name Russia didn't even exist back then. But watch this. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You see, Putin doesn't want no gold. Putin doesn't want your minerals, Trump. Putin doesn't want riches. Putin wants blood, man. That's what he wants. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. Because when it's the Lord's time, and after this MOTB is mandated, this hand chip and brain chip is mandated for buying and selling, all right, the Lord is really going to cause something to happen where, Putin and these other nations that are joined with him, okay, Russia and these other nations are going to shoot all their missiles here at America. And you're going to have young men, children, women, old men, people of all ages are going to get put to death horrifically, man. Dying through millions of degrees in temperature from a nuclear blast. That's no joke, man. All right. Getting hit by the shock wave, your body just burst into pieces. Your eardrums burst. All right. Nuclear fallout, all these terrible ways to die, man. All right. But the scriptures say the whole land's going to be on fire, man. You see? Verse 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, right? Because America is like ancient Babylon was, all right? It was the powerful empire, the glorious kingdom, man. Everybody, all these other nations want to be like America, okay? Even though America is wicked as all hell, and when you come live here, it sucks, but, the power that America represents, the power structure, and of course, the richest people here are the richest people in the world, man. Okay? And these elite bankers use this nation to do all this wickedness, man. This is Babylon. All right, which we went over in another video. But it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? And how did the Lord do it? Through fire. Okay, that's what's coming to this place very soon, Yasharallah. You see all the wickedness that these devils are getting away with. Okay, well, Esau's judgment is already written down by Yahweh Bashim Awashai. So it's only a matter of time, man. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their folds there, right? Because once this, the scriptures talk about in Psalms, Salakia, in Revelation chapter 9, going into how there's going to be 200 million nuclear missiles, nuclear warheads land here in America. 200 million nuclear warheads will land in America, rendering this place a desert forever. Okay, verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. Right? America's days will not be prolonged, man. You people that want this place to continue, you want this system to continue. You so focused on the bag because you want to, make this place your rest. This place is going to be utterly destroyed forever, man. And there's not going to be any way to stop that from happening. And the only thing that's going to be left is a desert and unclean animals. All right, this is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You see, and it may be, I'm throwing this out there because it could happen where, Putin so-called agrees to this thing and everything looks like it's fine, but what the scriptures say is gonna happen, man. Something's gonna happen. America's gonna piss off Russia, and then they're just gonna utterly destroy this place off the earth. Okay, or they may make it seem like they're cooperating, but Russia, he might just be there's a saying in the world, keep your friends close but your enemies closer. He might make this deal with Trump and then turn around and fuck him over, because at the end of the day, Russians are Edomites. Okay, these Edomites don't have no integrity, man. But at the end of the day, however it happens, the Lord is going to do it. All right. And this also can come by the form of, you can see how Jacob's trouble is getting ready to happen, man. DC has been declared a police state. All right. Some of Trump's guys are talking about, we need to do this in every state. Okay, so those of you that want peace and safety, you think everything's going to be all right, hey, that's going to be your downfall, that expectation. All right, because that's not what's going to happen. The scriptures have spoken. The Lord has spoken, man. All right, that's the spirit. Isaiah 55:11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. Because Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai has spoken it, man. America will be a desert. It'll be destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. All right? And it's going to be by way of thermonuclear destruction. Okay, so, this offer that Trump is making, talking about, hey, we're going to help you with this. We're going to make you money, this, that, and the third. It's not going to go like all these other deals. People will sell themselves for the bag. Nah, man. The Lord has put it in Putin's heart to deny this shit, man. Or ultimately to not accept and not like any gifts. You see? As the scriptures say, man, this is the future of America, and there's no stopping it, man. You could have all the riches and you could offer as many bags as you want to Putin. Nah, man, the Lord put it on his spirit to want to destroy you off the earth. Okay, this is what's coming, man, because it's ultimately the vengeance of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. The Lord is going to do it through Putin, through these other nations, because the Lord has a bone to pick with you, Esau. The Lord is not going to accept a bribe. And so neither is Putin, because the Lord controls him. The spirit of the Lord is in those missiles when they come and destroy this place, man. Let's finish off with this scripture real quick. All right, showing you the Lord controls all things. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. So, Putin's mind is controlled. Okay, the strings of Putin's mind are being pulled by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And you see these chariots flying around. Okay, the Lord is letting you know, Esau, your time is short. and there's nothing you can do about it. All right? And call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for that, man. We about to take over this world through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Because when this devil Esau goes down, that's the end of the world. Okay? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. All right, Akim. So I pray that lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to finish by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect out there. Shalom wa. Abad babal. Shalom.